Hi guys, welcome back to your own channel, Be Incredible. Today we are going to start a very fresh topic, how to speak in English fluently. You know guys, you and I, we all have our mother tongues. I do speak Bengali, you do speak Hindi at your home. But when it comes to English language speaking, some kind of hesitation do you feel for a moment? You might think what the other person will think of me if I keep on speaking in my mother tongue. Yes, we are here at the right place and at the right time to get off all these kinds of mindsets from our minds and to be on the platform of English. So let's get started. How to be a fluent speaker. Today we are going to study about easy steps to speak in English fluently. As I said, the first and foremost is the art of listening. The way you listen to any of the news or any of the narrator or any of the things that you like. Yes, thereafter a kind of development takes place. For example, if I cite here, I can say you must have heard some of the Bollywood movies, some of the Hollywood movies. And when it comes to Hollywood movies, how do you listen to? You must see some of the subtitles or the footnotes given just at the below section, right? Now, you must try to listen to the way they speak, the characters in that movie, how they speak. You must try to learn, you must try to hear it out correct, and at the same point of time, in order to make it more clarify, you must see the footnote of the dialogues, right? So here it comes, that is listening. So listening is very important in order to learn how to speak in English. Now, it can be anything, your news, your movies, or the speakers. If you're around with if you're surrounded by the English speakers, you must know how they speak. You just inculcate all those attributes into your own self. Okay. Now, when it comes to reading, the second one is, when it comes to reading, you must have read a lot of books because you are the students. Now your duty is to read and read, study and study, not for a single time but for a multiple multiple of books you must have read. Even I do read, we all do read. So as much as you do read, you discover new realms, new spheres of different kinds of things. For example, when it comes to English, you go through some of the English terms. It may be literary criticisms. It can be when it comes to geographical terms, there are so many geographical terms, then scientific terms. So we just go through, we read through and earn a lot of words into our own, minds. So this is how we can instill all these things in our minds. Okay. Now, in order to make it more perfect, more fluent and more expressive, how to throw your expression in front of the speaker, you must know how to write well, correct? If you don't have anybody to share what do you like the most, then the diary is the best companion at this point of time. How? You have to write a lot, right from the beginning, how your morning starts. You are waking up at 6 o'clock, your morning starts, and then the activities, the stuffs that you are doing all throughout the day, all throughout the evening, all throughout the afternoon, everything just write up and write up line wise. And if you want to increase the power of writing, you can use different kinds of sentences in order to say the very first sentence. So here it comes, writing. Then speaking, of course, it just gives a kind of mileage to your own fluency. The more you speak, the better you learn, and the more you make mistakes, the more you discover your own self. That means do make mistake, learn from it, relearn it, and then again get on the flow, because we are not robots. Okay, we are not the robots. We are prone to make any kinds of mistakes, but that should not come on our way to get the success in order to speak in English, right? There should be no hesitation. Now, fifth one is small talk. You must know how to initiate small talks, how your hobby can be discussed. If you like cricket, if you like football, if you like reading any kind of book, just you read and just share. I mean to say, if you're reading a book, you just share what you read. And if you want to say something about tennis, if you want to say something about volleyball as your hobby, as your pastime, leisure, or rather I use this very term, then you must say this. Okay, then sports, if you have any interest, if you feel any kind of penchant for sports, then you must just speak out who are the best players, why they are so called best according to your standpoint. Just assert your own self in front of the other person so that you can be expressive at a time. Now, next one is friends. Of course, we are all surrounded by various friends, so we must say about them, the circle, the company that we get, as they are, we are also prone to be. So we should always follow the good friend circle. So in this context, just do regulate or initiate this very language in order to speak, in order to be fluent. Just say, let's have a talk in English on any of the particular topics that you want to speak, that you have a great interest. Okay, that's how. Then books, of course, always be our best friends at the time when there is no one. So so we have to study books. Do study as much as you can. The more you study, the more vocabs you can accumulate and do use in your practical life. I guarantee you, I vouch you, after some point of time, after a length of time, you can see the improvement that you have gained actually after having it read. Now, next one is speaking on stage. We always fear some kind of hesitation, some kind of frightening situation we might feel whenever we go to the stage, because that at that point of time we become public figure. There are thousands of eyes are at us. Thousands of eyes are at us. They are looking at us. So we have to be very much careful, prudent, in order to be very wise. Wise in the sense to be very appropriate. So when it comes to appropriateness, we have to eradicate this very thinking of how to be so much of appropriate. Let it go with the flow. We have to have this kind of approach, right? We have to have this kind of approach. Let it go with the flow. Rest of the things will get back to its own places. Okay. Now, when we talk about seventh point is attend webinars. Free webinars are available. You can say free webinars are available. There are a lot of people who are untutored. They do join on a single platform, and there a particular person who has mastery over this language, he guides, he educates, he instructs how to speak fluently in English. If you say, then I can have a free webinar class for you, and to get across everybody, we will discuss about everyone's problem, what kind of situation you are going through. I can conduct one seminar in which I can be telling about all the solutions
for which we will be there. What problem you will have, just present in front of us as a public platform, be friendly, we will address everything over there. Fine. Now do attend, just don't hesitate, don't take a back seat, take a front seat and prove yourself, try yourself. Maybe it is possible, maybe it is not, but always try. Okay. Now next one is narrate your own life. That's a very wonderful point, guys. How you are studying in your schools, after some time there are so many people who are also studying at college, then at university, and so on. Here I just want to say, right from the beginning, when you were a child, how the life used to be, how it got changed over the time. My life also got influenced over the time. Your life must have been, have some kinds of ups and downs, and then you just uplift yourself, and then sometime you got a downfall, again you got up. So these are the graphs that we all have in our lives. We will, or we should, share about everything with our near and dear ones whom you put some kind of trust in. Okay, so as much as you talk to the buddy or to the person whom you like the most, the more expressive you are, the more I would say, the more expressive you are, the more words or the thoughts will provoke. There is a difference between a poet and a normal human ordinary being. A poet presents his own thoughts in a very significant manner, whereas if you talk about normal people, ordinary people, they just express it out and that's the work is done. But if you want to get a mastery over this particular language, over any language, you have to have a kind of deep connection when it comes to talking, when it comes to writing. So right set of words, right set of thoughts should be always welcoming. Fine. Now next one is confidence. This is the founding father of everything that you are undertaking till now, whether it's your studies, whether it's your sports, everything. Confidence is something, this is the medicine for every kind of activity, right? So with this thought, with confidence, you can conquer every kind of obstacle in your life. Don't fear that, you don't get bothered whether you are speaking any wrong or you are making any kind of grammatical mistakes. No, not at all. That doesn't bother you. It should not bother you. Over the time, gradually you just take a first step in the very ladder of success. Thereafter, you try to reach the next level. So how will you face the problems? Problems are the problems. A problem is a part and parcel of our life. Okay, so it will come, it had come, and it is coming. It doesn't mean that it should get us down. It should rather inspire us to do something better, because we have learned from our own blunders, from our own mistakes, in order to get succeeded in the coming days. Fine. So be confident, have confidence, and move forward with the things that you still earned, accumulated till the date. Fine. Now next one is talk to your own self. There is no one who can judge apart from you. As a person, you know what kind of person you are. Whenever you are alone, you can identify what kind of persona you are bestowed upon, right? So talk to your own self as much as you can. Why? Because the more you speak, the better you become in speaking, right? And you can also become a kind of, this is a kind of self introspection. It means you are examining your own thoughts, You are trying to know your own self. Okay, what do you like? What should be done? What do you not like? Etc. Fine. Now, practice, practice, practice. 11th number point is practice. The more you practice, the better person you become. Whether it is muscle making, hitting the gym, or studying, or speaking in English, or any language that you like the most. Here we are presenting our own language, that is English language. So do practice. Let it be wrong. Don't hesitate. Okay, just get on the flow. Get on the flow and just let it be flowing spontaneously, effortlessly, naturally. There should be no kind of mixture that, oh my god, if I have committed mistake, what other person will think. No, let it be there. Whatever you have learned, whatever new words you have learned, you have instilled in your mind, just let it be immersed out through your tongue. Let others be known to the very new word that you have learned. That's how, the more you speak, the more you frame the sentences. The same sentence can be uttered in different manners, correct? So, how you will improvise those things? When you will put yourself to test in front of the public or any person, and gradually there will be a time when a transformed person will have come, and that transformed person will be you just after some point of time. Get engaged with us. Get engaged with us. I'm telling you, I'm just giving you a very great kind of promise that just be with us. Your improvement is for certain. We are taking full responsibility of you. Just be with us. Any problem regarding English, do say, do share. We are here. We do care for you, really. Okay. Now, 12th point is vocabulary. The number of words that you want to learn, do read. At least one word a day. So 365 days you are learning one word. So 365 words are being produced in your mind after a year. So over the time, whenever you are thinking that those words can be used in day-to-day life, why don't you use? Why don't you just retain all those things into your own selves? No, let it be immersed out. Let others be known to the new word that you have learned. Fine. So do read, do study, and do share your thoughts in between all those new words that you have learned. Do share with the others. Fine. Now, next one is idiom. Idiom phrases we have been studying a lot from the childhood time. Okay, so here idiom is making a castle in the air. Okay, don't blow your own trumpet. Okay, then phrases, all these things we have learned. Now, when we come down, there is watch a movie and then translate it. That means you are asked to watch a movie. Find any movie that you like the most. Maybe it is South Indian, maybe it is Bollywood, maybe it is Hollywood or cartoon series whatsoever, or any serial perhaps, or anything that you like the most. Now, after having it watched for a particular time, what is the synopsis? What is the nitty-gritty part you have accumulated in your mind that you have to throw, that you have to express to the others, and see how far you can be expressive in terms of expression, in terms of understandability, and so on. I guarantee you, you are going to be a great teller if you keep on practicing all these medicines of how to speak in English fluently and confidently, of course. Fine. Now, the 15th point is record and play. Whatsoever has been done, whatsoever. whatever you have achieved, all you just record it and record it and record it till the time you feel that is the very perfection age or perfection time or perfection, let's say, genre. Keep on recording till the time you feel that that is the best. Okay, that is the best shot I have been shooting. Okay, that is the best video clip that I have been shooting till the date. Unless or until you feel this very thought, this very gratification, satisfaction, keep on shooting. Examine through it. Just see through it. There will be some kinds of imperfection at the very beginning if you are a neophyte. Neophyte. Neophyte means a beginner. You will come across it, improve it, and again the next day you do. On 10th day, whenever you are doing the very same thing repeatedly with full of consistency, you will see a revolutionary you, a new you that will give a great kind of pleasure to you, your own self. And from there, a kind of self-motivation will be beginning and you will be prone to improving a lot more. So, I hope I could make you understand this. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section and keep practicing. Stay hooked on with us. Thank you for your time.